I'll share my screen. One second. Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So everyone has seen yesterday, like I told you to go through the documents, right? So you have gone through the documents. Anything is there you need to ask me? No, right? Yes. Anybody wants to ask about those documents, anything not understood, or you feel that it's more has to be given or less is there, you are getting confused if in any point or anything. First, we can discuss about that. Then I'll go with the Python.
Hi, this is
Hi, tell me.
Venkatesh. So, yeah, I have joined today only. Could you please share this document so that I'll go today?
Okay, you joined today.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, fine. I'll reshare it. Yes. That was just an data science intro part. You all must be knowing that. That was just a simple basic things. Okay. So, but the thing is that as we need to start our course with the introduction, right? So, simple line introduction is being given in the document. So, you can go through that.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. I'll reshare it. Yes. Anyone else? Fine. I'll just start this. Okay. Yeah. So today, as I told yesterday, so I'm going to start with the core Python. So today, within 1 hour, I want to finish it off. Just a brush up thing that you all know everything, but still, as a new course, data science course, before starting advanced Python programming, so we need to know the core Python. So now you all know, right? What is a Python and all? Okay. So before going to in detail in Python, I just want to elaborate some few points. Those who are freshers. Okay. So this Python, it is a programming language, and where and all is being used. Who and all is using? Okay, Python. So you can see over here. So all these are the global companies. So all these global companies are using Python. Getting it? Are you getting everyone? So you can just overall see. So how vast this programming language is, and how depth this programming language you are having. So as many as directories are there, because these many companies are using means so many features are there in Python. You can recognize, right? So Google, Facebook, Amazon, Instagram, Netflix, okay, Dropbox, all etc. So these are the global companies which the Python programming language is being used. Okay. Now coming back to Python, okay. So as you know, you are having different versions of Python. I will just tell you what are the different versions of Python. But before going to the different versions, okay, so we will see how where this programming language will be written. Okay, so every programming language will be having some editors or some text editors like that. So even Python is written in the text editor. Okay, so you are having one integrated development environment. Okay, so someone was asking me yesterday, I don't remember. So IDE, integrated development environment, are nothing but the examples like you can have PyCharm, NetBeans, or Eclipse, all these, any IDE you can use. Okay, so these are used specifically whenever you are having large collection of code, large collection of Python files are there. At that time you will use this particular id, integrated development environment. Either you can go with NetBeans or you can go with the Eclipse whenever you are having large set of code. Okay, now you must have done in ideally, okay, you must have used script mode, right? So what are these? These are the two different modes whenever you are installing Python. So that also we will see. So these two will be the different modes, okay, where you will write down your code, right? So why this Python language, okay, is being used, and why this Python language is very much famous. Now, before coming, if we go back to your other programming languages like object oriented, C++, Java, and all, you are having many syntaxes over there. Okay, syntaxes means what? They are using some semicolon, some opening curly brace, closing curly brace, right? So all those syntaxes you have to follow. Until that, your code will not be completed. But Python doesn't use any of the parentheses or any of the semicolons. Okay, so Python uses a very simple English language, and also it uses some of the basic mathematics part. So each and every line that you are giving in a Python, some are the commands that you are using. Okay, so only one thing in Python you will use. No other syntaxes are there. Only one thing Python relies is that indentation. Hello. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Tell me.
No, ma'am, it's accidentally on, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Yeah, one more thing. If it is too fast, please interrupt me and ask me anything, any doubts, right? So I will be moving ahead because I'm used to with this. So if you are not getting, or if you want to just to have a break, then you can interrupt and ask me. Okay. So Python is what? It is relying on only one thing, and that is what? Indentation. So in Python, you should have the indentation which are used in your UDF. That means what? User defined functions, your classes, okay, for your scope of loops. Okay, whenever you are defining any scopes, so either you will go with the indentation and the white spaces. That is only important in Python. There are no curly brackets or no other semicolons used in the Python. Okay, now as you can see, okay, any programming language, okay, why you are doing this coding part? Okay, so first the thing is that your program, whatever you are writing, you will be writing in your English language, right? So that English particular language is called as what? High level language. And this high level language has to be communicated to the machine. So it will be communicated in terms of the machine level language. Okay, so this machine language is called as what? Low level language. So we are knowing high level language, the machine is knowing this low level language. So whenever you want to communicate high level to low level, you require what? You require some of the programming languages syntax. Okay, what do you mean by syntax? Syntax are nothing but the formulas. Okay, so like you are having in mathematics some formulas, so same ways for learning any programming language you require the formulas. So if the syntax and if the formulas are correct, then your coding will be correct. So here you will be feeding what? The syntax, the commands, the various types of statements, how to write a code. So everything you will learn over here in your high level language. Now when you want to communicate to the machine, you require a language processor to convert it, right? So this high level language that you are writing, your code you are writing in your English level language, will be converted by using a language processor, and then it will be sent to your machine. Okay, so which are the language processors that you are using? Compilers, interpreters, and assemblers are the language processors which will convert your English programming language, Python code that you are writing, that will be converted into your machine. Now, whenever you are saving your Python file, that will be saved in the extension of what? .py. You all know. So this .py is up to us part. But when it is converted, when it is processed, it will be converted into what? .pyc extension. Okay, please do remember this .pyc is called as what? Bytecode. Okay, so .py extension that you are giving, it is an high level language extension file that is saved. It is converted to a bytecode. Okay, all Python programs will be converted to the bytecode and the extension will become as what? .pyc. Okay, so initially what how the process is there? Source code. This course source code is converted to the bytecode. Okay, then this bytecode is again converted to the virtual machine language. Getting here? So this is what the process that we are usually following whenever any programming language, specifically now here we are learning Python, so I have shown only for the Python. Okay, bytecode conversion. Now what all things you can do with the Python, right? See here, there are so many positions are there everywhere nowadays. You can see only Python SQL data science, Python SQL data science openings. Why? Because see, because of Python you can create an web application. It can be used on a server to create web application. So web application development can be done by using Python. Software development is done. Okay, you can create software workflows. Python can connect to database systems. Okay, you can have graphical development by using Python. You can have game development. You can have web designing, as I said. Python is used in data science, machine learning, deep learning, and AI, right? So what are these are nothing but all where these are the areas where your Python programming languages are used. These are the various areas where your Python language works. So these many vacancies can be, you can assume, if you're learning any particular language with Python and data science. So only with Python and data science, how many vacancies can come? See, you can apply for data science, you can apply for machine learning, deep learning, AI, right? And software development is the core part. Getting here? So all these are where areas where your Python is being used in different areas. Okay. So now coming back, what are the features of Python? You all know what are the features. As it is a high level programming language, it is a very easy to code. And the very most foremost thing is what? It is a free and open source. It is using OOPS, right? Large standard libraries are there, and it is an integrated and interpreted language. Okay, so you know what you mean by interpreted language. As you have learned, the main part in Python is what? It is having very large standard libraries. This is the very important part where any other programming languages don't have. Okay, a very large set of libraries are there for each and everything. If you call one header file, your work will be done. So extensible features are there in your Python. And also you are having what? Python is having dynamic memory allocation. What do you mean by dynamic memory allocation? Who will tell me? Many of them are under the BTechs and they are using programming languages, other programming languages. So just tell me, what do you mean by dynamic memory allocation? Hello? Yes? Dynamic memory allocation. You have heard or not?
Is it like allocating memory at runtime?
Yes, very correct. So you have who was this? Let me see. Who was this? Ganesh, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you just tell me dynamic memory allocations now in C and all, if you have used. Okay. So you are having malloc and calloc functions. Okay. So in Python, how you will make dynamic memory allocation. Core Python programming is almost finished for everyone, right? As I have taken intro. So if I want to do dynamic memory allocation in Python, how you will allocate it? What is the method of using it? You have done dynamic memory allocation in Python or not? Yes? Nobody? You have finished Python course. You don't know how you have done dynamic memory allocation in Python? Hmm? See, learning only the course is not important. How depth the knowledge you are having for that particular course is very much important. I think so. You all have done list. Python list have done. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Python list. What is there? You are having different methods in Python list. Insert, append, remove, pop. What is a Python list? It is dynamically sized. Yes or no? Getting it? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Python lists are what? These are dynamically sized, right? So you can use similar to list, you are having dictionaries. Dictionaries are also dynamically, they can grow or shrink. Yes or no? You are having key value pairs that can be added or removed. Hello? Did you get?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
simple question like these questions they will ask you to test your basics knowledge. Okay. So there is no need to go in depth. So whatever you are knowing, just think and you can answer it. Right. So just a simple question. This is in this way they will ask you. Okay. So the features, if you are highlighting in that features only, they will ask which are the large standard libraries used in Python. What do you mean by integrated language? Okay, so like this, they will ask you to see your basics, how basics are clear for you. Okay, so now next part. Now, as I have told, the Python where and all is used. Okay, so these are the areas where Pythons are used, as I have already told. Now, in which platform Python is being used? So you can use Python in Windows, Mac, Linux. Okay, a raspberry, and also you can have these particular programming or whatever Python programming code is there, right? So you can write it in an procedural way, or you can make your code in an oops, you can use your oops classes. Okay, whatever you are using objects and classes, you can make your code into an object oriented way also, or you can make your code into an module way or functional way. Okay, so you can treat your Python programs into different ways as required by your project. Okay, now next very important point is what Python runs on an interpreter system. Very important MCQs they will ask when for a fresher when they are giving. So Python runs on an interpreter system means what? It is an interpreter language. That means what? What do you mean by that? Whatever code you are writing, that is executed and it can be there only it can be seen. Quickly it can be seen and it can be written. Okay. So the code that is executed, whatever you are writing, that is executed and you can see there only. Okay, so prototyping of Python language is very quick enough because of interpreter system. Okay, so this and all you know, right? So this is the networking part. Okay, this is just a figure I have drawn. So we'll move to the next. So what this is about the Python history. Okay, so from where and all. Sometimes what happens, they will 1 mark question they will ask. 50, suppose 50, 30 questions will be there. 2 marks they will give. Okay, whenever you are going as a freshers interview, right? Written test will be there. So they are asking you like what is the year when the Python was being invented. So they'll be giving you 4 options. So better just make a note of this 1980s part. Okay, so you all know who has invented it. Okay, and when it was released 1991. Okay, so these are the different versions. So in each and every different versions, some new features were added. So the very first version, see here, 0.9, 1.0, 1.5, 1.6, 2.0, like that it is going. And 2020 we got your Python 3.1. Getting here? So these are the different versions. So right now we are using our 3-point version. Okay, so we are under the 3-point version. Everyone is having the latest versions. So these were the all different versions according to the release timeline of the Python. And these were some of the extra features being added in that particular versions. Okay, so this is not that many important, but you just have to know these things. So as we have completed, I'll just re-share the next one. So yes, anybody is having any doubt in this? Hello? Basics. No, right?
No, ma'am.
Yes. So I'll go for the next. I'll go with the UDF later. First, I will move with the Jupyter. Okay. You can see my screen, right? I have not shared. Huh? I'll leave it. Once again. Okay, so as I said, you are having a Jupyter, right? Okay, so everyone is having installed, whether you are using ideally or Jupyter. What is it? How to install? Those who have not installed, you can go with these steps. Okay, installation of Python. Okay, I will share this document, this particular document. So if you want, when once it has been done, okay, so through Anaconda you have done. Okay, so then when you start your Jupyter will be looking like this. Those who are having, please, you can open it. Those who don't have, they can just see the screen and they can install it. I'll share this document. So once it has been done, now see here you are having many more things. Okay, in this you are having two cells. Okay, markdown and code cells. Okay, so these are nothing but the cells where you are going to write down the code. Okay, the
Can
actual code.
you share the screen? Can you
I
please
have
share
shared
the
the screen,
screen?
right? I have shared the screen. You can, are you not able to see everyone?
No,
Hello,
Visible, ma'am.
hello, it's visible or not?
not visible, ma'am.
Visible.
Visible, right? Those, I think so only one is not visible. I think so you can leave and rejoin.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's visible for everyone. Hello, hello, fine. So you can just open it. So you are having two ways. So your code can be written in two ways. Okay. So whatever code you are writing, okay, this can be written in your code part. You are having here code and you can run it. So your code will be running. Okay. And what is markdown? Any comment, anything comment you want to give. At that time, you will use your markdown features. Usually, simple part I am telling, not very hyphen do. Those who are new, they can use this. Okay, you can follow this. So you can open your Jupyter. You just have to type. Go to the code and you just type these words, print hello world, whatever it is. Okay, and you execute it, run it, your hello world will be printed. So now next is your what is that? UDF, right? Functions in Python. Yes. So what do you mean by functions? So functions are nothing but a block of code which is being written, okay, either by you or it can be predefined. So predefined functions are called as what? Built-in functions, which the code, the particular code, block of code which is written by you, okay, by the user, it is called as what? User-defined functions, UDF. Okay, so whenever you are using built-in functions, predefined functions, at that time you just have to call that particular header file or that particular module and you can use that particular method or the built-in function. But suppose if you are using your own UDF, then you can define your user defined function by using a keyword called as def. Okay, so this particular thing, def function, what you are calling, you can give any name. There is a particular method that also we will see. These are all built-in functions of the Python. You must have used all these. ABS, absolute value, input function, open, right? Static method, sum, tuple, then zip, range method, print method, list method, float, format, dictionary for DICT, compile, boolean for bull, right? So all these are the built-in functions inside your Python, which you must have used. These are the basic functions that you have already used it. Okay, and these are nothing but the user defined functions. Okay, as I said, so here this is the syntax: def function name, inside the bracket list of parameters and colon is important, it is a part of the syntax, and here you will be having all block of statements and return expression. Okay, so whenever you are suppose by default, okay, by default the parameters should be positional behavior. So there are two things: positional behaviors and the unpositional behaviors. Okay, so that also we will see here. So this is an example of creating a functional parameter. See here, I have used one function, and what parameter I have given? Name is my parameter. Okay, and I am using this particular parameter. Okay, you can put it into your calling function. So you will be having two types: formal parameters and actual parameters. Okay, which is used in your definition of a function and in your calling functions. Okay, so this is your parameters. See, different types of argument passing in UDF. Again, I'll highlight. So this is your UDF. See, definition DEF. This is my message to is my function name. This is the parameter. Okay, and these are the block of statements, and this is the return. This you have already learned. Okay, now what I will do is that I will see my parameters list. How I will give the parameter passing. See, so either you can have function with no arguments and no return values. So the best example with no arguments and no return values is what? You are having an add function over here, right? So in add, inside the parameter, it is blank and no return statement. So directly you are calling the add over here. This is the definition, and this is the calling function. So directly you will call and you are going to get the answer. It is not returning any value. Okay, in this particular function one here, it is not returning any value. Now the second one, same thing, you are adding it, adding of two numbers. Here also, see here parameters you are passing, A and B are the two parameters, and this function, okay, add two function will be calculating some of these parameters. So this add two function will calculate A plus B. Okay, now here also parameters are there, but return statement is not there. So it is not returning any value over here. Getting here? So this is the second type, function with arguments and no return values. Then the third one is your function with arguments and with return values. So what do you mean by this? Now arguments are there as here A comma B, two parameters I have called, right? And also I am giving a return statement. So what is this? This return statement is nothing but the result. Where is the result? The result is in my sum variable. So the result will be returned to the calling statement, and which is stored where? It is stored in the z variable. Getting it? So here whatever the result is there in the sum variable, okay, that particular result from the sum variable is returned to the calling statement, which is stored into your z variable. This is nothing but your Python code function with arguments and with return values. Okay, and next is your functions parameters with no arguments and return values. So here argument is not there, but return statement is there. Okay, so I am not passing any of the argument in my definition. Okay, on directly on calling function I am putting. Okay, so what happens is that it will just calculate the result. Okay, and the result is returned. That's it. So this is function with no arguments and with return values. So these are the four types of functions. Okay, the positional arguments that you will give, right? So you can define your UDF in by your parameters passing. You can define by these four ways. Okay, so these four ways you have done. So just remember this. Sometimes you will use in your projects, AI projects. Then scope of a variable. What is the scope of a variable? You all know global variable, local variable, right? So whenever now see A is equal to 50 is being defined outside the function, it is called as what? Global variable. So what is the output of this? So obviously 50 will come. Okay, so like these small, simple logical functions, MCQs they can ask. Okay, now you can understand this also. This is a program. See, global variable I have declared 10 and local variable I have declared 20. Okay, and I am calling the function. Function 1 I am putting, and then function 2 I am putting. What will be the output for this? So like these questions they will ask so as to test your basics. So if function 1 I am calling over here, what will happen? It will go to the function 1. It will take A is equal to 20 and it will print what? First print statement A is equal to 20. Second line, what is I am calling? I am calling function 2. Now in function 2 A is there. Now in function 2 what happens? It will print your 10 value. Okay, so like these output based questions they will ask you. Now local variable, global variable, same thing. Here it will give you error. Why? Because this particular function is called globally, right? So you cannot call any function globally like this. Okay, so it will give you an error if you are doing like this. Hmm? Then mutable and immutable objects. So this also you know, right? Mutable, which are the, how many data types are there in Python? Yes, how many data types are there in Python? Data type objects. Yes, come on, tell me. 4. Is it? Sure. Which are they? Please mention it. Only 4 are there. Are you sure? Hmm?
Integer,
Yes, yes, please. Okay, Sujit Kumar, integer float. Okay, oh, yes, tell me, Sujit Kumar. Int boolean. Hmm? Float. Okay. Int boolean float. Only 3. Fine. That means your concepts are not clear or you must have forgotten. Sangeeta STR. See, you have learned there are so many vast variety of data types are there only in Python programming languages. So as you said, you are having int, okay, you are having float, you are having boolean, you are having strings, you are having list, you are having tuples. Getting here, you are having dictionaries, you are having sets. For mapping data types, you are having dictionaries. Okay, so these are the different data types. Yes, complex is also there for performing vector operations. Okay, a plus b bj, like vector operations you are having, you can use the complex data types also. So all these data types, in these data types, list, dictionaries, tuples, which are the mutable and immutable. Okay, so the size value can be changed and the size value cannot be changed. Okay, so now we will see one by one the important ones which is used in your projects. So usually all data types we are using. Okay, but the most commonly used data types for your AI projects are your list and dictionaries. Okay, so now what is a list? As you all know, a list is nothing but the sequence of data elements, okay, that you are putting inside your square brackets. Okay, so whatever comes, now this is a list, right? So here, see here, different data types I am using. This is a string, this is an integer, so it is valid. So these are all integers, this is also a valid. How do you create a list? So you can create a list by using a list method. List is a method, and if you are putting two square brackets, that means what? You have created an empty list over here. Okay, so the first line shows that what? It is an empty list. And once you are saying print list, what it will print? It will print only two square brackets. And if you want to know the data type, then what is the command? Print type list. So print type list means what? It will show you the type of the list. So what is the type here? Class int. Sorry, class list. Okay, if you are using a dictionary and you are printing print type print type D. D is a dictionary. So it will give you what? What it will give? Will it give class DICT? If you want, if you have made a dictionary, again I'll repeat my question, please listen. If you have made a dictionary, okay, and I am putting print type D, okay, so D is my dictionary, what will be the type that the Python will return? Yes, class
Dic
are you sure? Class dict?
yeah,
Huh?
dictionary.
Class dictionary or class object?
Class dic.
What is a class object? What is a dictionary? Key colon value pair. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
What is a dictionary? Key colon value pair. So in dictionary, suppose I am putting strings. Okay, employee ID. All right, and see, I'll just show you. Let us do like this. Yes. Okay. Now tell me the code of a dictionary. How do you create a dictionary? Do I have to enter anything? Yes. Can I do like this? Right? Employee ID, employee name, and I'll just give the single quotation over here because it is a string. One more column we can take as a salary. Yes. What is the next step?
Print type of D.
Now, shall I run? Start running. Done. I got my dictionary. Now, suppose I will give a command. So, if, what you want to check? You want to check the type, right? So, as we were doing it over here, right? What was my question? As I am doing here, same thing I will give here. Okay. So, where it is? Yeah. So, can I give like this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, see, here it is using what? DICT, dict. Now, suppose if I change it to a series object, if this dictionary, I will call it as an object. What is an object over here? Same thing. Okay. I will make it as an D. Okay. And I will print it D. Let be this like this. Okay. Now see here, what does it do? Yeah. What it is showing? Object. Getting here. So what is this? Whenever you are creating a dictionary, right? So here you have done the programming, just a simple programming. You have just created a dictionary. Okay, simple thing. You have not used the dictionary as an object. Okay, but when you will do your coding part, you will create your series object, you will create your data frame objects. Okay, so the same dictionary will be converted into your object form. Okay, so that time your Python will not recognize as a DICT or an object. Getting here? Same program. Okay, same code. The thing is that it will change its data type. Are you getting? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see here, same thing. I did not change
Again.
anything. Just I called my dictionary into my object. So you can use any objects in Python. Well, in future you will learn all this. So your dictionary will get changed. Okay. So here what you learned, you have learned a simple thing, data type, DICT dictionary. But this same dictionary you will be using in a different way. Okay. So next part is what? Yes, class list. Same thing for list. Okay. So only for the dictionary, it will change the data type. If you are using a list, then it will not change its data type. Okay. Do remember this. Now, what is your dynamic input? You know, right? Eval function you are using, you must have used. Okay, so this is an eval function. Okay, and here you are putting your dynamic inputs. Now, what is your list versus mutability? Yeah, here comes. So once once you are creating any list object, right, you can modify it. You can change its contents. So only your list objects are called as mutable. So for example, this is n is a list and you are printing it. So you are having forward indexing and backward indexing. So forward indexing means what? It starts from 0. So here will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Right, and backward indexing means what? It will start from back, that means what? Right to left, and it starts from -1. So -1, -2, -3, -4. Okay, so if I am telling n of 1, so n of 1, actually n of 1 is what? 20. But if I am giving, I want to change the value n of 1 is equal to 777, means it will give now, see, the output becomes changed. So in place of 20, it is coming 777. Okay, so this is what your lists are mutable. Okay, so mutable objects I told, right? So lists are mutable. Now next is what? The thing accessing the elements of a list. So you all know, right, how you can access the element of the list, either by using index. Okay, you can call that particular index value of the list, or you can just use the slice operator. Which is the slice operator? Colon. Slicing you have done, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
So these are the two ways how you can access the elements of the list. So suppose you are using index. Okay, so we will see first method by using index. So as I said, list follows the zeros. Okay, so see here, forward and backward indexing. So if I am saying list of 0, it is giving 10. If I'm saying list of -1, it is giving this particular value. If the index is out of range, it will throw the error. Right, this is the index index way accessing. And what is the accessing elements of the list by using slicing operators? You are having what? Start colon stop colon step. The syntax for slicing is what? List name. Okay, whatever list you are doing, and start stop step. By default, the step value will be incremented. What? How? It is by default, the value will be the maximum size. Whatever index size is there, right, that will be the maximum size. Do remember. And what do you mean by stop? Stop value means what? The value where it will stop, that value will not be printed. Before that, everything it will print. Okay, so this for example, this is a list, right? So a start stop step. So start from 2 means what? From where it will start? 2 means, which is the value? 0, 1, 2. So from 3, right? So from 3, 2 steps. What is the step value? Last one is the step. So from 3, 2 steps. So 3, 5 and 7. Right, because here 9 will not print because you are stopping till 7. So wherever stop you are telling, that particular value it will not print. Okay, so this is your slicing. See, start stop step. Now here I am having only 2, start and stop. So I will start with 4 and end with 2. So 4 4 2 dots. Okay, I mean to say 2 colons if I am giving means it is one and the same. Okay, here I am having start stop step. So step means what? Backward, -2 counting. Okay, so these are the different ways of slicing that you have learned. In this way also you can print your sublist, you can access your sublist, right? And next comes your different functions of a list. So these all functions you have used: append, insert, extend, remove, pop. So you all know remove and pop both are same. What is the difference between remove and pop? Fast.
Remove
Pop is
will
used
Hello.
to
remove specific
remove the
element.
particular index.
Yes, one by one, yes.
Pop is used to remove the particular index value.
And remove.
The last value will be removed by using the remove function.
Yes, any other answer? Yes, Ganesh, tell me.
Remove will remove the specific element that you mentioned, and pop will remove the index at which you this thing.
Yes, pop is always having the index. Very correct. See here, pop of 0 you can put. Okay, so for example, okay, see here I don't think so I have given any thing. You can always pop will be removing the last element from the list, and remove will be using the special any particular special element you want, you will be removing. But the main difference in between pop and remove is what? Pop will return the removed element. Suppose I am telling pop of 0, see this is the 0, right? 10 value is in the index 0, and I am telling pop of 0 means 10 will be removed, but it will return that element. It will return which value is being removed in pop. Getting here? It returns the removed element, but in remove it cannot return that value. Okay, you cannot see which value particular element you have been removed. Okay, and here you are getting the error. If the list is empty and you are putting the pop, you will get an error. Okay, so here you will be having the warning type value error. Okay, so that we will see. This is the important point. Second point, in pop it will also remove, but it will return the removed element. Pop of 0 means 10 element is removed, but it returns which element is being removed, so you can show it. Okay, so when you are using these things, remove and pop in your data structures in stacks and queues, you must have learned. Okay, so in queues and all, you are removing an element from an queue. So at that time, you have to show, right, which element is being removed, and then you will display a queue. So same concept here. Okay, so like now example, where was where were we? Yes, yeah, pop and remove. Length, for counting. Okay, for counting the size of a list. Okay, whatever list is there, what is the size? Okay, count, index value it will give. Yeah, append and extend. What is the difference between append and extend? Append means what? It will add an element. Extend means what? It will add an element. But append will add only one element. Extend will add more than one element in a list. Okay, so and also remember, extend will add the elements within a list. Okay, like I will show you how it is. And what do you mean by insert? Insert means what? You are adding an element. Okay, now this also concept is used in your data structure part very well. It is explained. So insert method is also adding an element, but here you are adding that particular element with a index. So how you will give? Insert 0 comma 40. That means what? 40 element is added into the 0th index. Okay, but in append, what you will do? You will give directly the value. Append inside the bracket 40, like that you are giving. So see here, this is an len of n. So length is what? 4. What do you mean by count? Count is nothing but the number of occurrences. So now if I am giving n dot count, so how many one are there inside my list? Only one. But if I am giving n dot count of 2, how many count are there? 2, how many count are there? 4. Are you getting? Okay, count. So number of occurrences of a particular number in a list. Now suppose I am giving n dot count of 3. How many threes are there? 2. Are you getting? Count of 4. 4 is not there in my list. So it is giving me the 0. Right? Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. So now next is what? Index. So as you know, index is very easy. I won't tell you anything. So index of 1. So n dot index of 2 means it is returning that particular index. So first come, first serve. Here also. Okay. So if repeated values are there, whatever first index is there, that it will show. So append is what? You are appending. That means what? You are putting the values. Okay, one value you are putting. So here what I have used, see here I have used one particular for loop. Okay, so you are having loops. For loop, variable name in range, and up till 101 I am going to append. I am going to add my values inside the for loop, and I have given one condition over there. I%10. I%10 means what? Whatever I value is there. Okay, so the first time whatever counter variable value will be there, I am dividing it bit by 10, and I am checking the remainder. So remainder, if it is equals to 0, then only I am adding it. If the remainder is not equals to 0, it is not added. Okay. Now this is your insert function. So see here, insert is specified index position. In a specific index position, you are inserting. See now, n dot insert 1 comma 88. Where is one index? One index is in the second value, right? So here 2 is there, that will be the first index. So in place of 2, see 888 is being added. This is the syntax of insert. This also insert, see here 10 I am giving. Is 10 over there in my thing? Yes. Is 10 there? No. So it will throw you an, it will not give you anything. It will throw you an warning or an error exception. Now, if I am putting minus 10, okay, then again backward counting it will do and it will be added. Getting here. So insert is a method which is adding your element to a specific index position. Okay. So this is your append and insert. So in list, insert will be added to a particular index number. This append will be adding the element to a to the last. In the end, it will add. Okay. And extend. What is an extend? Extend is nothing but, see here, if you are putting here order to is a list. Okay. So this order to list values will be added to your order one. Getting here. But if suppose here, if suppose I don't give a list inside extend, if I don't give a list, then it will give you an error. So what is the syntax of extend? List one dot extend inside the bracket list. Okay, inside the bracket list two. Okay, so this thing also you have to remember. So now see here, remove. Okay, so as I told, first occurrence will be removed. Okay, so remove 10, it is removing, and see what it is showing, the remaining elements from the list. And here in pop it is removing the last element. So if I don't give any parameters over here, so then the last element is removed. Okay, so this is also the one particular remove and pop methods which are always used in your projects. And reverse, you know, reverse order it will print. Okay, sort, sorting ascending or descending, you all know that. So sorting can be done for numbers and strings. Okay, by default sorting for numbers is in ascending order, and for strings by default it will be in alphabetical order. Okay, so you can remember this. So n dot sort, this is a list. Sort, if I am doing, it is going to sort it in your ascending order. If it is an integer numbers, if it is an alphabet, then it will be sorted by default in alphabetical order. Okay, next is clear function. It removes all the elements from the list, so your list will become empty. I think so, more or less is there. Now dictionary is there, I think so. Yes, you can ask me anything, any doubts until I scroll down. So all this is being finished, right? Yes or no? Hello?
Shall we get more examples on this, like worksheets to practice?
No, I will give you one program document, okay, which are important, that you can go through whenever you are free. Usually I give to my students. So only before starting my part, I will take one basic class, so that one brush up will be there. If anything you have forgotten, if anything missing, you can go ahead and see. Right? So I will be sharing one particular program file that is very basic thing. Okay, that will be very basic, but concepts will you will get be getting cleared. Okay, today I will share it. Right? Yes. So what is this now? Dictionaries. So as I told, what is a dictionary? Dictionary is also a particular data type. It is having key colon value pair and curly braces. Okay, as we have done. So in always remember, okay, in dictionaries you cannot have a duplicate key. Okay, the keys plays the index role. So you should always have the unique values inside your keys of a dictionary. Okay, and in dictionaries you can allow insert, sorry, you can allow heterogeneous objects. Okay, so you can have different values. So therefore dictionaries are called as what? Dynamic, and also these are called as what? Mutable. Okay, so in dictionaries, one thing do remember, indexing and slicing are not at all applicable. Okay, in C++, Java, you are using as mapping methods. In Python, we are calling it as what? Dictionary. One and the same concept. So in this, you will not use indexing and slicing. So how to create a dictionary? There are two ways. D is equal to curly braces if you are putting an empty dictionary, this is, or you can put D is equal to DICT, right? So you are creating an empty dictionary. Now, if you want to initialize it, initialization of a dictionary can be done like this. See here, I am putting here 100. So what it will become? 100 will become the key, colon, value. 200 is the key, colon, value. 300 is the key, colon, value, right? So here I have done initialization of a dictionary and I have printed. Okay, so you can do any ways. Now, how to access data from a dictionary? Okay, so as you know, you can access through keys only. Okay, so you can give the key, the value will be coming. If the key is not found, then it will throw you an error. Okay, and dictionary methods are there. Okay, so which are the dictionary methods? Key method, value method, update method, sort method. Okay, all these methods are nothing but the dictionary methods. So you can use any of these methods. Okay, you can use pop method for removing the keys of a dictionary. Okay, then traversing a dictionary, this you know. For loop I have used. Key, what is key? Key is a, what is key over here? Is it a variable name? Again I'll show it. Yes, traversing a dictionary. See, I hope you must have done this, right? So whenever you want to print all the keys, this is oftenly used. This particular code is commonly used in projects. For key in info. Now info is nothing but my particular variable name, okay, object name. And what is key? Key is nothing but my reserved word.
Selecting
Okay.
element.
Yes, it is a reserved word, okay, for a dictionary. So directly it will take the keys and it will print the keys. Okay, so this particular code is oftenly used. You can just do programs with this. Then items, okay. So grades is my dictionary, right? Grades dot items. So this value it is printing. Okay. So see here, these are some of the dictionary methods. Okay, so d dot get. So get means what? It is giving you that particular value. D dot pop means it will deleting the values, right? So d dot keys, list of values, all the keys will be removed. And the last one, as I said, it is very important. Key is nothing but the dictionary key. Okay, it is bound to each key, right? And D is your dictionary. You have made it. So for this D, it will print the all the keys. Okay, in a particular order. So this completes your what? List and dictionaries. Okay, so you have seen slicing overall, indexing, slicing, how to access the values of a list, what are the list methods, so what are the dictionary methods, and what are the control statements. So you all know that if condition, if else, right? Nested if we don't use it, either we will go for if else only in our projects, and you are using loops, for loop and while loop. Okay, so most probably we will be using for loop. Okay, the most commonly used in all projects is the for loop and if else. Okay, so you can just go through the programs based on that. And also, just once you go through the list methods, dictionary methods, and file handling, you have done file handling. We won't use it normally over in our data science projects. Okay, so that is a different part, the file handling. Okay, so you can just go through all these steps or stuffs, whatever I have covered today. Are you getting? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so all this, so this and all you have learned already. Okay, this is all a part of a core Python. This is not at all related to data science, but in data science this is a basic part. Okay, so all those things that you have learned, so only in one grasp I have told. So you can go and go back, go to your documentation, go to your books and learn. So tomorrow I'll be taking one MCQ test for you people based on the core Python concepts. Okay, so it will be output based questions will be there, right? So all output based questions will be there, no theory questions will be there. So tomorrow will be dedicated only for the test, Python test. 10 or 20 questions I will be giving you. You can just give me the answers, very easy questions it will be, right? Then from day after tomorrow I will start my part. Okay, my part, advanced Python part, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Hello. Right. Okay then. Okay. So be prepared for tomorrow. Same time we will have a test, output based questions. You cannot execute the code. You just have to read the code and write the answer. What is the output for this? Like that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay then. Fine. We'll stop because I am having one more class, 8 to 9. Okay. The students will be waiting. Okay. We'll meet tomorrow. Right. Fine. Yeah. Bye.
Thank
Would
you.
you share today documents?
Thank you.
Yeah, I will share whatever required documents are there. You can go through the files, right? So you can use your stuffs, whatever your particular sirs or madams have given, and I will share my files which are required for our projects. Okay, and you can prepare, right?
Okay.
But no theory questions will be there. Only output based questions, simple, logical questions, very very simple. Okay,
Okay.
fine. Okay, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.